Welcome back to Oakfield Farm for episode 22 with me, MrSealyp. It dawned on me as I was about to go and get the Fortschritt out of the barn ready for its first harvest ever on Oakfield. I didn't have the header. I left it here when I bought it. So I've come to collect the header. We will take the header to the farm and unite it, or reunite it with the Fortschritt. Hopefully we'll get round here. You'll notice as we drive along here on our right hand side, Gloss Crisps or AJ has come through. We have our solar panel just on the right hand side, just up there on the side of the hill, facing the sun. That will rotate round and make us money, along with the beehives as well. All aiming towards a greener farm experience. So what I will do, I think, is probably leave this here. I'm also thinking of buying. Oh, you notice the money's gone back to normal, 282,000. I say back to normal, back to what we had. I'm thinking of buying a hook lift grain trailer back, something along those lines. I did think about leasing one. But there's the new one. Actually, shall I just pop this in here? Let's just pop this in here for the time being. There's the new one out that was part of the BSM Joskin pack. Let's have a quick look in the store. Where are we? Tippers. I was looking at the various different options. So I've got the hook lift. I've got the Biobelts ITR ST. So I thought about, there's the Bergman HT50, which is a 48,000 litre one, 45,000. There's the 45,000 litre IT runner grain container. But then there's the two Joskin Cargos. And the 40,000 litre one, which is only what, 5,000 litres less than that, is 10 grand cheaper. So I might get one of those. That's going to really help with the harvest. You know what, I'm going to do it. Main colour, let's go with, if we get it to match the truck. Or is that going to look a bit weird? No, I'm going to design colour. I don't know what this is going to look like. Depends which way around it puts this. Oh, yeah, let's get it. That's going to be interesting to see anyway. Right, so we've now got a new grain trailer. So, I'm going to start with our canola harvest. Now, canola harvest is on field 34. And that was 100,000 litres I need for Wazza's vintage oils. The only problem I have is I don't think I'm going to get close to that this season. This thing is awesome, I love it. When I get to doing some of the bigger harvests, I will obviously, Mitch has said I can have a trial version. Mitch from the Agco machinery store, I can have a trial version of the Fendt 9540, I can't remember what it's called now. But for the time being, let's make do with our bargain purchase. What was this, 45 grand, 50 something including the header. Absolute result. Now it's interesting, I say it's interesting, I think it's interesting, but that's just me. I always, on the different Let's Plays, try to use different machinery. I've said that before, people I think kind of get the gist of that now. As new machinery comes out, or there's old things, there's machinery that I kind of use as a standard, things that I've found I like and prefer and stick with. But I do try to use new stuff, new mods as they come out, and mix up a little bit. So whilst I'm doing a harvest here on Oakfield, and I'm in the middle of doing harvest on the Valley of the Old Farm, I'm using different harvesters, I'm using different trailers, I'm trying to kind of mix it up. So whilst yes I might do a canola harvest here, I might do a canola harvest over on the Valley of the Old Farm, They are different harvesters. I know. At the end of the day, you're harvesting the same thing. You know, we've only got a few crops. There are a lot more crops to choose from now. And once you've harvested canola, you've harvested canola. But I tried to make it a little more interesting. It's just going to take a little while to get there, so bear with me. I'm doing the sunflowers are over to the right there. On field 40 something. Let's have a look. 42. I need to do barley's on my left hand side. Field 21. That's for Gloucestershire Real Ale Company. They're happy with the barley so far, and they want me to do a winter crop of barley for them as well. So I need to get onto that fairly quickly, actually. Right, let's get up there. I'll see you when I'm close to the field, because this is going to take a little while. Okay, we are here. How am I going to do this header thing? How am I going to do this header thing? Let's try it from here. Big enough. I'm going to speak up, because this is a noisy header. This hasn't got a huge capacity, so I'm going to have to get over here with the trailer at some point too. That said, happy days. Interesting design, the fact that a section of it comes out one side and the section this side is much wider. I don't know if that's an interesting design or not. I think it is. It just seems a bit unusual way of doing it, but There's the only downside with canola, oilseed rape. The yield's not normally very high, but the price is normally pretty good. Not as good as soybean, but it's not normally too bad. The chances of me getting 100,000 litres off this field, pretty remote. So I think Jonathan's going to have second load next year, I think. It's the only way of doing it, really. To be fair, I should have really seeded another field with OSR. In my head I thought, oh, it might be alright, I might get enough off this, but you know, I don't think I will. And could I do this quicker with a bigger harvester? Of course I could. Again, where's the fun in that? This is a brilliant mod. I know I say occasionally, I occasionally slip into that nerd zone, don't I? I really do, but I really like this. I'm smiling. I'm just honestly just driving us around, doing my harvest. It looks great, sounds brilliant, and I'm smiling. Now, I'm not going to get around an entire circuit of this field, I don't think, before it's full. Which could become a problem. Just realised, that's clever. It suddenly dawned on me why the header is offset. Or I assume why the header is offset. When you put the auger pipe out to the left, the auger pipe out to the left, there's more room for a vehicle to get alongside to unload. Is that why? Does that make sense or not? Kind of does. In my head it does. I'm wondering. This will fall very, very shortly. Right now, so I'm wondering if I get right up close to the hedge up here, turn it round, put the pipe out over the hedge. I wonder if I can get a trailer up on the other side without coming up into the field. It's got to be worth a try. If I can turn this round, of course. Or is that just too bonkers for words? There's a bit of scrub here, isn't it? So yeah, this was my thinking. If I come up this side of the fields, past field 41, which has the sunflower in, which needs to be done. That's the other part of the Gloss Crisps contract for AJ. So they can have their sunflower oil for cooking the crisps. If I come up this side... Yeah, this is right, isn't it? You just see the harvester up there before the house. And once I've done a full loop round, and I'm on the second loop round, I've got enough room to get the vehicle in. Can I get close enough to the hedge though? That's the question. Okay. Oh dear, bonkers, isn't it? But never mind, it works. Through the hedge. Pipe away. And we shall continue. Right, I'm going to see you in a little bit, get some more of this done, see how we get on. See how close to 100,000 we get. I have the first full load in the Stewart trailer. The harvest is just filled up again. I thought I was going to time that better, but I haven't. I've been busy doing other things. What I'm going to do with this, again, the same as I did with the potatoes, to see how we're doing, I'm going to put it into storage, only temporarily. I think this has to go to hillside grain, hilltop grain, I forgot what it's called now. Hillside, hilltop, one of them. But what I'm going to do is utilise the silo down here at Oakfield Farm. A few people mentioned it, and I always kind of forget it's here really. I tend to use the main farm. I haven't actually put anything into storage yet at the main farm because obviously I've got the hay, grass, or the forage and chip silo, I've got that. I haven't put anything into the main silo. I think it's this side. I thought it was a sell point and it's not. There's a hay sell point here, I think. And this should be it here, I think. So I can put it into storage. I don't think, off of field 34, I'm going to be lucky if I get another full load. So I don't even think I'm going to hit 50,000 litres. So I'm not even going to make half of the contract. So Jonathan, bear with me. It may well be that you'll get the other half next season. Oh yeah, there you go, there's a sell point for straw bales, hay, that kind of stuff. And round underneath here is where you then pick it up again from. The pipe comes out just here. Interesting design, something a bit different. So yeah, that's in storage there. I'm going to go back up, empty the harvester, get that going. I'm hoping I get enough in there. As far as I know, the Fendt has been delivered to the store from Mitch. That's ready to go, so I might do a bit of multitasking. Get that over to field 13, I think, over by the farm. Get some wheat on the go. That'll be for, I'm trying to think who that was for. Mr. Smith's Fabulous Wheat. I think that's what who that was for. And obviously the straw swaths are going to be baled, and that's going to be bedding and TMR for the cows when the cows come. Because until I've completed the second part of AJ's contract, it's getting very confusing. I can then collect my cows from Gloss Crisp. So yeah, loads to be getting on with. The Joskin 70,040 IT runner back has been delivered to the farm. I need to pick that up. Because what I'll do once this is all in storage, to take this to sell, it's easier to do it in one big load than it is lots of little small ones, if that makes any sense. So this is fine for shuttling backwards and forwards, but if I want to do a big unload I need a bigger trailer, so that's what I bought the back for. Tell you what, this is thirsty. I have my fuel set on low, so it doesn't burn through too much, but that Massey Ferguson just seems to drink it. I know it's a big tractor, I get it. Right, so what's on the way again? I don't know, have I got half a field left? Maybe. It's difficult to tell. Maybe we'll hit just over 50,000. Right, this is going to continue. I'm going to head to either the store or the farm. One of the two. And we'll start moving some equipment about. Well, paperwork's all sorted. She's a beaut. She is a beaut. The 9490. Where did I get a 5 from when I was saying that earlier? 9490X tracked version as well. Very fancy. I can't remember how big the header is now. It's big enough. It will do what I need it to do. Right, okay, that needs to go up to field 13. Hang on. Yeah, field 13. Of course it does. Right. Get the beacons on. This is a bit of a brute, this one. It's a big one. Traffic-wise, I think we'll be okay. So I pull out into the lay-by first. Now, I suppose the only downside to having the tracked version is it's slower. So the wheeled version goes at 18 miles an hour. I'm only getting 12 out of this. So I suppose theoretically the wheeled version may have been a better option, but needs must. I'm slightly concerned about that header. Those front bits really stick out a long way. I don't want to hit anything with them. Funny though, isn't it, when you think, oh no, it's tracked and that's probably why, but you know, this is a modern harvester. Whoa, easy tiger. And this is going about the same speed as the Fortschritt. I wonder how this is going to fare up the lane on the way to the farm. We're going to find out. It's certainly going to be tight. That's for certain. Well, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. Under the trees might be a little bit, might be a little bit hairy. We'll see how we get on. Oh, on the right hand side, Oakfield Farm. And, oh yeah, the Joskin's been delivered, there you go, out front. That is picking up. Sheep all seem very happy. Now, shall I pull in here or up the top? It might be easier. Up top. It opens out there. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Doesn't, does it? I just realised I haven't got enough room to turn around, do I? Oh, okay. Not thinking clearly, MrSealyp. Oh, I might have enough room. We'll see. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. If I just pull this up here, like so. Drop that off. Doesn't mean going over the grass a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, let's open this up. And we are harvesting wheat. Have I got a straw swath behind me though? That's the problem. Looks like it. I'm looking at that mirror. Yep, we've got straw swath. I can just see it in the mirror. Fantastic. Beacons can go off. So, this is another one of those, finally, after my mishap on field 13, right at the very start of this this Let's Play, when I seeded too early and lost everything I seeded, we now have a crop. And more importantly, a straw swath 2, which is going to be incredibly important. I can't remember how much wheat I need. I don't know, was it 100? No, it wasn't 100,000 litres. I'm sure it was only 70,000 that was asked for. Which I'll do no problem at all. Bearing in mind I've got this field here, field 13. I've got field 3, which is one of those over there, and field 5, which is up not far from field 34. So wheat's not going to be a problem. Worker does not like those trees for some reason. Now I've also just suddenly realised I had a real baler debacle, didn't I, right at the start as well. I bought a baler, got rid of a baler, bought a baler, and I didn't bother. So I'm going to need a baler. Square bales. Or did I lease one? Oh, my mind's gone blank. So I did the round silage bales, didn't I? Was that leased or purchased? Oh. Like I said before, it's the trouble with running too many Let's Plays at the same time. I can't remember what I've done where. Anyway, continuing. With my only other trailer being used on field 34, I suddenly realised I'm going to need this one, aren't I? Yeah. For... What is this going all over the place? That's weird. Yeah, for... who was it? Mr. Smith's Fabulous Wheat. He supplies bakeries with flour, etc. There was 100,000 litres of wheat to Hilltop stores. Canola was also to Hilltop stores. That was 100,000 litres. So, yeah, I'll have no problem doing 100,000 litres of wheat. There was 150,000 litres of barley to Sir Charles Nimrod of Gloucestershire Real Ale Company. So that's going to be a bit more interesting, because I don't know, I don't think I'm going to get that much off of field 21. We'll see though. Possibly, you never know, do you? Let's go that way. So he's got up the hill. This IT runner trailer has a mind of its own. Not too bad now at reversing trailers and things, but it seems to go off all over the place. Right, what I do need to do though, when I get to the top of the hill, is remove the cover. This can go in storage at the main farm to see how much I've got. I think the main storage silo at the farm only holds 100,000 litres, so as soon as I hit that, I know I've got what I need for Mr. Smith's Fabulous Wheat contract. Do that and that. I brought the harvester back up here because it filled up right the way down over the hill, just over the brow of the hill there at the far side, and there was no way of getting a vehicle to it to unload it, so I've had to drive it all the way back here to do that. Needs must. Fantastic, right, turn that off. Where am I going? I'll do what I usually do at some point. I'll get myself a rectangle, I'll set the worker off, see what kind of direction it heads. I think it's going to be... I can't remember from when I seeded this. Actually, let's try it now, shall we? Oh, it's not too bad. So if I go perpendicular off of there... Yeah. Now obviously this is going to get finished off in the next episode, this won't get finished off in this one. I did want to just get this started so I can kind of do a bit of multitasking, because the other thing I'm very, very conscious of is... I'll just get that bit done there. Let's the head up out of the way. I'll come through the grass a little bit. If I jump out a second and I do R1, circle. Tomorrow it says rain, so I really need to get as much harvested as I can today. So it rains tomorrow, that only leaves me one day of autumn left to get it done, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, did that well, didn't I? Genius. Set this here, see what direction it goes. Oh, that's diagonal, okay. It's just a bit of fiddling around until you find your mojo. Once you get the right directions, you can get the worker going fine. I hope. We are going to have no shortage of straw at all. Right, field 34 is done. I've done one load you saw, another load went down, another 23,300, and this 10,000 here. I think I'm going to be looking at just over 60,000, so not quite the 100,000 litres that Wazza's vintage oil is needed. So next season he's going to need the other 40,000. I think it's going to work out about that. What also dawned on me was tomorrow is supposed to rain, and I've been doing field 13, harvesters happily chugging away. I've stuck 2 loads into the silo now, so there's 80,000 in there. I need 100,000 for Mr. Smith's fabulous wheat, so I'm not far off completing that contract. But the straw swaths that are left on the field I can't leave as they are, because they will degrade. If it rains overnight, they'll disappear. So what I have done off screen, I've bought a baler. I bought the Krone Big Pack 120/80. It cost 12,000 to buy, and while the harvester was working away up on field 34, I was plugging away doing some bales. I have baled 48 bales, and the rest I'm going to start picking up off the floor. So I may well need to go into the night or into the evening to get all that off before it degrades and disappears, and before tomorrow when it rains. So what you may see in the next episode is some early evening collection of bales, and then it'll be the following day, and hopefully it doesn't pour the rain too much, because I have got more harvesting to do. So if I just put this in, we'll see what we end up with. $61,318 litres. That's better than I thought I was going to get at the start, to be fair. So yeah, I'm going to be shy about 39,000 litres, 38,700, somewhere around that. So what I'm going to have to do is a smaller field next. I might try to do the same field again, couldn't I? Maybe, or I might do a bit of crop rotation. Who knows? It's all very exciting. But that's that field done. The harvester, the Fortschritt, I'm going to take up to field 5 and get on with wheat up there, I think. I don't know if I'm going to need the straw swaths off that. Thinking about how much I've got off the other field, off field 13. Not too sure. But anyway, I'm going to head up the hill now. Get the Fortschritt up there and get on with that. I don't think I'm going to need the straw off that one. I might get the straw off field 3. I'll see how it goes on field 13. But we've come to the end of another episode. So, bit of a double whammy in this one. Last episode we got a load of the potato harvest done, the fields prepped. This episode, field 34 has been cleared of canola. Field 13 we've started on wheat. I've got straw swaths, I've started baling. So yeah, all sorts going on. I'm sorry you didn't get to actually see the baling. I was just going to try and do all the jobs at once, and I got into the swing of it, and then suddenly thought, oh, didn't record it. But you'll see some collecting of bales, I would imagine. So that's now going to go up to field 5, which is just up there on the right hand side. Plus I've got soybeans to do over there. I'll pull this into the field actually, so give the harvester enough room to turn round. And that's the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. That's not going to work. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.